Welcome, guys. This is the MMA Neighborhood. I'm Devin,
Steve.
and we are back 2021, baby.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's better than the last. But you know what? Someone's coming in to bless it once again. The notorious Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 2 at UFC 257 this Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's get it, guys.
Hey,
Let's get it.
it.
How do you start a year off any better than this, my friend?
I mean,
We got the best of the best right now, baby.
did we really start off with the best of the best?
Yes, we did. We got
Did
McGregor.
we?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
talking about pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view. I'm just talking about entertainment alone, man. We got two solid.
Well, apparently 5 days ago, we saw Holloway versus Tanner. Holloway
right.
Tanner. A little shout out to that fucking
Yeah,
fight.
you know what? I would like to get into that one too later when we talk about the main event because Holloway and Cater was a great one.
Yeah,
and
it was.
I'm hoping this one compares.
Yeah.
But let's get started with the main card tonight.
Okay,
UFC
can
257.
I still say something before?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
The prelims is bullshit. All this card is bullshit because Khalil Roundtree Jr. is opening up the prelims, which is straight up disrespect. I get it. He retired for a split second, but came back. But you guys going to put him back in the opening of the prelims?
I hate how they do that. I don't know who's picking the placement of these fights because honestly, he deserves to be in a pay-per-view in my opinion.
That's some bullshit.
Well, yeah, good call out. Khalil Roundtree would be awesome to add to the pay-per-view.
Make sure, if you see any of the prelim fights, make sure you see the very first one.
Oh, yeah, which is crazy.
Hands down. Hands fucking
It's going to
down.
be the best of all.
But for the main card, let's get into it. Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Ribas.
Ribas. And, dude, Ribas really sold me on the last one. I'm not going to lie, man.
She looked good.
She looked great. I was like, who is this girl? And she was kicking ass, and she was having fun, and she looked good doing it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like, she just had, like, a lot of character, you know?
She has a lot of character.
Yeah, so she could be a little star, and I'm thinking they're putting her on this platform for a reason. They got McGregor going to bring all this attention. They got this new girl on the block. I'm still Jenny on the block. Is Rodriguez gonna come?
God.
Is Rodriguez gonna come around and take her hype or not? Or that's what
I've seen Rodriguez fight before. She's a grinder. I think there's a reason why they're putting these two together, particularly. It's because Rodriguez can pull out those stunning, like out of nowhere, like just highlights. You know what I'm saying? Also, but I will agree with you. Amanda Ribas is very good as well.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a close match, probably a decision. But I'm going to say Rodriguez. I think this is going to set Ribas back. I think she might be biting off a little more than she can chew.
Oh, I'm going to fucking ride the train. I'm hopping on the Ribas train, and I'm going to say Ribas decision. Actually, I'm going to say a TKO finish, third round. So let us know MMA
sexy.
Neighborhood
That's
who you
sexy.
got for this first fight. But we're moving on to the next one. Not much to talk about. So we're probably just going to skip the next fight, to be honest, because there's really not much.
No.
But after that, we got some Joanne Calderwood, baby, versus Jessica I.
Yes, very much so.
So that one I'm pretty interested in. I want to see how Calderwood comes back. She had it tough, man. She was almost about to get the title fight, and she ended up losing it because Jennifer Maia stole it away from her. And, yeah, that wasn't nice, was it, Steve-O? Was it?
It surely was not nice.
What happened with that one?
Fucking Joanne Calderwood had the shot for the title, but she didn't want to be inactive. So she took the next fight, Jennifer Maia, and ended up getting an armbar submission. First fucking round. And just to let the MMA neighborhood know, me and Devin, we're big fans of Calderwood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, we are. That was heartbreaking. Fucked up. Heartbreaking, my
especially after she was coming off a win that was so, like, her striking was so evolved. Like, she was very getting into the stride of everything. And, man, that was a very big setback. Very big setback. Dude. But I think they're giving her this fight versus Jessica I to show how far back did she get set?
Yeah, it's like a second shot, like because she's taking on a number 3 ranked, I believe. They're still giving her a high level person.
Yeah,
and I think if she wins this, she's still in position to get that title shot.
And and in my opinion, in this fight, Joanne Calderwood does look better because Joanne Calderwood has more knockout wins, more submission wins. Jessica I is just a basic decision fight.
She's a very decision
fighter. Her last knockout in a fight was versus Valentina Shevchenko when she got fucking head kicked to oblivion.
Oh
So,
my god, that was
yeah.
a baseball smack.
Dude, that was like,
Oh my god,
you know
a
what I'm
home
saying?
run hitter,
yeah, dude, this
baby.
shit was fucked up. That was her last knockout in a fight.
Yeah, it was when she got knocked out.
Exactly.
That was scary,
You know what I'm saying,
bro. She was out for a while, man. That was,
and then her last, Jessica Zai's last fight was Cynthia Calvillo,
okay.
but she lost.
Oh, okay.
So she's coming off a loss. They're both coming off losses.
Yeah. Well, let's see where they're at, I guess.
But I feel like there's a more progression with Calderwood. I feel like she's really hitting her stride with the striking. As long as she didn't lose that, to me, I see this as a very decisive win for Calderwood. No, hands down.
I agree, my friend. I'm gonna go with the third round decision. Calderwood, baby. Let's get it.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Yes, hands down.
Now moving on to the co-main event of the evening. I am digging this fight. I'm so excited. We got none other than, actually a debuter from a Bellator lightweight champion, Michael Chandler.
Yep.
He's facing off Dan Hooker.
Dan Hook.
Which is a really interesting matchup, man. And, I mean, there's a lot of hype on Chandler making his debut. But then again, he's been around for a while. And Hooker is no joke. He's just a dangerous opponent to go against. How you feel on this one, Steve-O?
I'm feeling, well, you know how I feel about wrestlers. You know how I feel like about anyone coming into the UFC from an outside organization, because most of the time they don't par up. Granted, some have had success. Eddie Alvarez, and there's a few others. But this guy, he's supposed to be overall just a one-of-a-kind kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? His last fight in Bellator was a knockout. I'm pretty sure his last two fights in Bellator were knockouts. Yeah. And his last fight was against Benson Henderson.
Dang.
So
that's a good knockout win.
Granted, Benson Henderson is a shell of his former self.
He ain't as smooth as he used to be, right?
No, not at all. No, he ain't no Anthony Pettis would fuck him up nowadays.
Damn.
Yeah, hands down. But anyways, I digress. Dan Hooker, he's been in some brutal wars in his past few fights. You know what I'm saying? He fought Felder. Granted, he won, but surprisingly, me and you both know Paul Felder won that fight.
Yeah.
Any logical fan, if you rewatch that fight, Felder won that shit.
Yeah.
Hands the fuck down. And so...
But it's hard to discredit Dan Hooker, even though he's been in two close battles with some top guys. The Poirier fight was still close, pretty close battle.
Yeah,
which went 5 rounds as well.
Yes,
Hooker, he's a top 5 guy. He's still a dangerous opponent. He's got great range on Michael Chandler.
I'm not giving him no discredit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spitting the facts. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if you want me to call this fight right now, I see. Well, let me ask you a question. Yeah. How good is Dan Hooker's takedown defense?
See, that's the problem, man. It's a great question because that could change the whole fight. If Chandler can get that takedown on and early and just make it that's what it is for the fight, then he can solidify a win.
Yeah.
But if Hooker makes it ugly and he utilizes his range good, so it makes it harder for Chandler to come in on him. I don't know. Hooker has he been tested by a good enough wrestler to tell? Poirier got him down, but it was when he was tired. So maybe Hooker's good when he's fresh. Maybe when he wears out, he gets taken down later in the later rounds.
You know what that shit kind of reminds me of that you're saying?
What's that?
Robbie Lawler versus Ben Askren. We have a fantastic wrestler, Ben Askren, versus a brawler, Robbie Lawler. Robbie Lawler was fucking homeboy up. Yeah. And everyone thought, why isn't Stipe being stopped? And then the fight kept going. Yeah. Ben Askren ended up choking him out, supposedly.
Right. I just don't see.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Chandler's just got more. He's got more stand up.
He does have more stand up than Askren. He's not completely
wrestling base, but I think that is a key to victory in this fight.
But if Chandler wants to stand up with Hooker, he's going to be in for a rude awakening for being able to not be able to knock this dude out.
That's why I see a lot like Eddie Alvarez versus Cerrone, because that was his debut. Just a lankier guy, more veteran, and Cerrone gave Alvarez a lot of problems. Anytime he got close, he needed him.
Cerrone gives a lot of people a problem.
He does, and so does Hooker. So it's gonna be a close match to me.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna lean towards Hooker. I got 2-1 decision Hooker.
Okay.
Who you got, Steve-O?
Well, I'm gonna go against my better judgment, my gut,
All right.
so to speak.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna give the fight to Chandler. I think if Hooker gets on the ground, will he be able to get back up? I'm gonna say no, because Chandler looks a little more beefy than Chandler. Than Hooker. Not only that, the fact that we both state that Chandler does have hands.
Yeah.
His last 2 fights were knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give the fight to Chandler. He could be able to end it early. He could be able to end it early, but I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna be safe and say it's gonna be a decision.
Yeah.
But he's gonna fuck homeboy up.
Oh,
He's gonna
you gotta
fucking
be all.
He's
Got me
gonna
all twisted up right now. I thought you were gonna go Hooker. You're like, oh, well, he's new to UFC. He's about to get schooled. And he's like, I'm going for Chandler.
Hey, well, you know what?
I'm gonna go for Chandler.
That's
I'm
why
like,
that's why I win more bets than you nowadays on the
yeah.
web.
Oh, he's going low right now. He's going low. Oh, no. All right, hopefully I learn this one just to shut you up, mofo.
Yeah.
But you know what? Dude, this is gonna be a great co-main event. I'm really glad it's addition to this. And we're about to take a little quick break. Grab a beer, and we'll be back for the main event of the evening.
All right. And we are back. I'm Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we're talking about UFC 257, McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. And you know what?
Well, first, cheers.
Oh,
Cheers, brother.
Let's do a little cheers.
Yes. Hello,
Cheers.
baby.
A shink.
Yes, and all you guys, all the MMA neighborhood, cheers.
In my neighborhood,
Because
hey.
it's red panty night, baby.
Oh, but hold on.
Red panty night.
But what time is it?
It's time for the main event of the evening. The notorious Conor McGregor.
Get that shit, motherfucker!
The Diamond, the Sting Poirier.
Yes! Spill your drinks on your chin, fucking put
Let's
them in
get
your
it,
throat.
baby.
Either way, we getting fucked up watching
Yeah,
this
baby.
fight. Oh shit! Now this is a fight that, let's be honest, in the beginning when this was being a rumor,
Yes.
not a lot of people wanted this fight.
No.
I'm one
I
of
didn't.
yeah, I know you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm one of the only ones that I know, and from what I've read from Bleacher Report and Reddit,
Yeah.
that I'm the only one that really wanted this fight.
Yeah.
Because everyone just seems like they already fought before.
I don't
They
think it's
already
just that.
fought.
I think it's because
Well,
how it finished the first time.
That was 7
It
years
was the
ago.
first one knockout. That was a beautiful first
That
round
was
knockout.
it was
beautiful first
7 years ago. 7 years ago.
Time can change things.
Dustin Poirier is now in a different weight class altogether. He paved a new path for himself
Right.
outside of that the old weight class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Conor McGregor, he's also done multiple fucking things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be a completely different fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And first of all, if Conor McGregor wants to fight for the title, Dustin Poirier is ranked number 1 in lightweight.
Yeah, I think, or he's number 2. Gaethje's number 1.
I don't
But
think
he's
Gaethje,
got-
I don't think Gaethje's number 1. I think Dustin Poirier is
Dude.
number 1.
And he deserves to be. Because you know what?
So,
You know what? Talk about Poirier. I'm going to talk, before I get into my own boy, I'm going to talk about Poirier for a little bit.
Jesus.
All right, Poirier is a great challenger. At first, I will agree. I didn't like the matchup because I was like,
You and millions of other
yeah,
people didn't.
because he already dusted him. He already
Oh,
dusted
my
Poirier.
God.
So, but after thinking about it long and hard, Poirier is actually a great matchup,
Because he's number 1 contender.
and he smoked all the guys in that division. Poirier's beaten Justin Gaethje. Like, come
Knockout.
on. Yeah,
Knockout.
knocked him out. He's beating Eddie Alvarez.
Knockout.
Come on, knocked him out, bro. And he's just taking out everybody but.
He was on a 4-fight win streak or 3 or 4 fight win streak before he fucking beat.
Yeah. And he just beat Max Holloway not too long ago either.
But that was I
I'm just
I
saying-
won't give him too much credit for that because Max Holloway didn't do it
I'm
correctly.
just still saying he's taking on some top dogs, he's not taking on any nobodies.
I would like to fight.
He's taking
I would,
on names.
I would like to see Max Holloway versus this, or Dustin
would
Poirier
too.
fight this Max Holloway. I
I
should
would
say.
too, but before we get there, we have McGregor versus this Poirier.
Ah.
So has this Poirier evolved enough? Has these competitions that he's been in changed him to a point where he can beat none other than the Notorious?
Yes.
And to me, I believe not. I don't think so, man. I think the Notorious,
Wait.
as well as Poirier has.
Did I misunderstand what you said?
as well as Poirier has evolved, I don't think he can take on McGregor still. I think,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
it might be a better fight, but I think the same thing would happen. And I think the main factor is the mental game and the technique, because he was in his head the first time, and even though there's not a lot of shit talking going on this time, it's not needed. He has a knockout win over Poirier. Poirier's never been knocked out, and that will haunt him for the rest of his life. So we'll see when he goes in there. Is it gonna be a difference because he's, been in these battles with some top contenders, or is he gonna fall into that hypnosis and get caught again with that left hand?
Are we trying to jump right into it? Right into it?
What do you see going down?
What do I see going down is I see the fact that we have a McGregor, not just from the last we seen him versus Cerrone, which was spectacular. We also have a Dana White coming out saying Conor McGregor is in the fucking zone. The old McGregor that is basically down to fight anyone right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We have someone that's so locked up in the zone. That Khabib fight, if you watch that interview with Conor McGregor, Khabib fought the worst of McGregor.
Yes.
McGregor fought the best of him, hands down. So I will agree with that.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we have someone that McGregor has already knocked out in the first round. Granted, 7 years ago. They've both improved. No one can dispute that.
He dribbled his head off the canvas.
Look, we have to keep facts in mind as we talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, McGregor knocked Homeboy out, and there was a lot more trash talk in that first fight.
Mm-hmm.
And to my knowledge, they still don't like each other. Dustin Poirier doesn't respect Conor McGregor. That's how I get the feel from it. You know what I'm saying? So, is you saying that the mind games and shit? I'm going to semi-agree with you, because if you can't get past about that old 7-year-old shit, 7-year-old shit, and you're still kind of, you let most of it go. You let most of it go. Let's be playful.
Yeah.
You let most of it go. You went on your life and you've knocked out, a bunch of people, and you fought for the title. You kind of choked, whatever. You got choked out.
Yeah.
And then now look at you. You fought Max Holloway, and that's supposed to be your boost up.
Mm-hmm.
You fought a Max Holloway that moved up a weight class, and he didn't do it right. If you moved down, I guarantee you Max Holloway would fuck you up, homeboy. Now,
I agree.
Let's take this now into now. Dustin Poirier is still a beast. He's still the number one.
He is
number one in the lightweight, which, granted, he should be, because as you said, he's knocked out some of the greats in lightweight division. Granted, Eddie Alvarez is fucking tucked tail to another organization.
Right.
But we have Conor McGregor though. Conor McGregor is a fucking fine individual.
He's a proper man.
He can fucking get into your mind.
Yeah.
And the fact that you say there's not been a lot of shit talking in this fight, you're right, because there hasn't been. Guess what? Because it's not needed.
That's not needed.
As you said, and as I said, he's already knocked him out once.
Yeah.
Now, they both improved. I'm going in circles. So, fact of the matter is, Conor McGregor said he's going to end this fight within 60 seconds.
Yes. Mystic Mac. He was created by the first Poirier fight. Was the first time he predicted something. He was created by the first Poirier fight.
So, my take on this fight is Conor McGregor is going to fucking knock this dude out.
Yeah.
And I do like Dustin Poirier. I do. Yeah, I really do.
I do too.
I really wanted him, like, deep down. Not deep down. Yeah, whatever. Because I'd never go against a Russian. Like, I thought he held a good chance to beat Khabib. I really did.
Oh, he did. He just choked, dude.
He did choke. But Conor McGregor, though, you really think
he's gonna choke again?
Dustin Poirier, he's not gonna try and take him down. McGregor's karate stance, his he's got very good foot movement. He's got great head work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it never really seems to lessen, even though he's one of the less active fighters in that division, in those two divisions, or just say that division. You know what I'm saying? Dustin Poirier, he's been in a lot of wars, And I keep an eye out for the fighters that have been in a lot of wars.
See if they
ever
change anymore.
since Robbie Lawler,
Yeah.
Rory McDonald.
Well, it was a great point you say with wars because Conor McGregor's coach actually mentioned he always gets hit.
Does Poirier?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that was literally the next thing I was going to say.
Every fucking time he's getting hit. And the problem is when you go against McGregor, you can get hit, dude. These are different. This is different power. This is different levels.
It's
of
not
power.
just power. It's precision
and timing, baby.
If you know where to hit,
yeah.
If you know I'm gonna
You're
go,
right.
Can I go straight nerd right now?
Go for it, baby.
Look, if you guys watch One Punch Man is an anime. And he's just a regular dude that works out and he's able to fuck up monsters with straight, precise, technical hits. Right. And that's how he knocks out these fucking fools.
Yeah.
Just going all willy nilly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take that with this, and that's what you have.
See, if McGregor's got the one punch man style, and if Poirier takes so much damage every fight, it doesn't sound like a good night for Poirier coming. That's all.
That's when you have Robbie Lawler versus Tyron Woodley.
Shoot, man, you're right.
Yeah.
So, and Poirier, it seems like there's no game plan but to weather the storm and try to get to the later rounds. I mean, I don't see him.
This is not going to the later rounds. This is not going to the later rounds.
It will, but that seems to be his game plan.
Who?
Luke Poirier, like make it dirty early and try to make.
He's probably gonna try and clinch and maybe take him down, but I think a lot of people forget and also underestimate McGregor's takedown defense.
Oh yeah.
First of all, Conor McGregor kind of hardly ever gets taken down. He's been pretty good about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you guys remember, everyone remembers him versus Nate Diaz, a consistent ground guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was even taken down by...
He reversed Diaz.
Yes, he did. But he was also taken down by Chad Mendez, who took the fight on a week notice.
Yeah. And you know what? People don't even credit him with how long he went with Khabib. Not on his A game. He went 4 rounds with the best takedown guy. And look, he lasted longer than Gaethje and Poirier.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's a little MMA fact, but, I mean.
Facts are facts, Evan.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not talking shit if you're speaking the truth.
So, we're not Conor McGregor nut hugging. Even if we are, we're still stating the truth and the fact here. And we're trying to be honest about it.
First of all, we have to speak the facts. Speak the facts is Conor McGregor did last better and longer than everyone else than Khabib's fought.
And we know he wasn't in his prime condition.
Not everyone, but of more recent.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, that's huge, man. And to be honest, I see this going the same way as the first time. I'm going to give Poirier one more extra minute. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. I'm going to give him just an extra minute. Just be nice. And I bought the hot sauce, too.
Yeah.
So we're supporting, bro.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to have a wing challenge.
We're having a wing challenge with the Poirier hot sauce. But you know what? I'm sorry, Poirier. As much as I love you, brother. 2 minutes. You're going. The head will dribble it once again. The head will dribble off the canvas. The P head will dribble off the canvas.
I think.
And McGregor will take it.
Okay, so let me speak my prediction. My prediction is, let me take this little sip real quick. Oh, mimosas. All right, buddy. This is what I think. I think that McGregor predicted this in 60 seconds. I don't see that happening. You predicted in 2 minutes. I don't see that happening. Now, because I see this as a learning experience for Poirier.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be so aggressive. He's not going to be this and that. He's also not going to follow the game plan of McGregor. So he's going to be a little more timid, be a little more hesitant, but he's also going to engage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first round is going to be a quarter touching and feeling, and then McGregor's going to fucking tag this dude. He's going to tag him good. You know what I'm saying? But Poirier's going to shrug it off. He's gonna be biting down on that ego as if it was his fucking mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna bite down on that shit and be like, nah, that didn't do nothing to me, not anything. And he's gonna try and finish strong, but McGregor is gonna counter him every time they get into an exchange.
Right.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
And go into the second round. The second round is exactly where McGregor is gonna fucking catch him with something that's going to be so magnificent to see. And that's where I see this fight ending. It's going to be second round knockout of Conor McGregor versus Poirier.
Damn.
McGregor's going to knock Poirier out in the second round. And granted, yes, I am being generous, but I'm trying to be realistic here.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Stevo's got a generous 2-round, and I got a generous 2 minutes. And we would like to know your guys' opinions, honestly. But I want to bring up one more thing before we close it out. You said that something magnificent had to happen. Isn't that what Khabib said for his return? Is that the only way Khabib is going to return is for something magnificent going to happen? Well, I'm telling you right now, Khabib, we already know anytime McGregor steps in that ring, something magnificent happens. So don't be talking all that shit.
No one wants to end their fight career on 29-0.
Yeah,
that's why did Mayweather end on 49-0? No, he had to come back.
Yeah,
he had to come back. You ain't gonna end your fucking shit on 29-0. Plain and simple.
And you said, Holloway is out there looking great. You got McGregor looking great, Charles Oliveira, whatever. I mean, here's the thing. We all know who the real fight is for Khabib next, and that's just the one and only Conor McGregor. And this Saturday, UFC 2v7, when he does what he does best and takes out Poirier again, there's no doubt in my mind they're making Khabib and McGregor too this year, baby. It's going to happen.
Because you forget about Charles Oliveira.
He ain't worth it. He ain't gonna sell it. He ain't gonna sell him. Sorry.
That's a typical Conor McGregor fanboy answer. Is because they don't want him to face Charles Oliveira.
Winner of Hooker and Chandler versus Oliveira. Winner of Poirier and McGregor, Khabib. We already know the winner I'd be. So enjoy the night, guys. This is the MMA Neighborhood. We love you all. We'll be back with the post.
Yeah, make sure to follow us on the IG and the YouTube at MMA Neighborhood. And on IG is
MMA Neighborhood _Graham.
All right, man. We'll talk to you guys after the fight. And I'm Steven.
I'm Devin. You guys have a great one.
Peace out.
It's Red Patty Night.